Welcome to BlizzConline, a celebration of 30 years of Blizzard communities and 30 years of Blizzard games. 30 years is so many years, and last year maybe felt like one of the longest of all. But throughout the years of Blizzard Entertainment, from 1991 to today, many of us can associate certain games.
And we're back, my friends. BlizzConline. J. Allen Brack is addressing us. Let's just give it a little listen and then we can discuss.
Or in high school, when you first played a Diablo game. Or maybe
Let me know if it's going okay for you, my people, once you jump in. Looking good now, James. Thanks, my man. Alright, so how will it go? What about J. Allen Brack sound, James? Can you hear J. Allen Brack if I shut up for a second?
Are here for us during good times. And they're here for us even when we feel alone or maybe uncertain. Games are coming home. Familiar, comfortable, with a connection.
What about the sound, James? Not just my voice, but J. Allen Brack in the background. Can you hear him?
In our actual real-life homes, games became even more of a place to get away, to be free from outside concerns, even if just for a little while. So, this is pretty weird.
Okay.
Usually, when we start BlizzCon, the opening call is my favorite Warcraft faction.
How about now,
the Alliance. Or my favorite faction, the Horde. I get confused. Usually, I'd be speaking to 40,000 of you in person at the Anaheim Convention Center, and millions of you around the world. And usually, that would be a perfect way to celebrate. But nothing about the last year has been usual. The pandemic has been hard on everyone, and for many different reasons.
Very good, James. Thanks, my man. You're my tester.
There's one thing that the last year has taught us. It's that being apart physically doesn't stop us from moving forward. It doesn't stop us from connecting with our player friends around the world.
Alright, thoughts from everyone on J. Allen Brack. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest between ourselves. Nothing rude, but like your opinions on J. Allen Brack. How do you think he's doing as a leader of Blizzard Entertainment these days? Beata Meadow's wife, thank you for being with us. I know it's a late night for you. Really appreciate it, that you are here with me.
Games continue to unite us. Now,
it's awesome. I feel like I'm watching it with my friends, like I'm sitting in front of a TV at home and just watching it with my friends. Doesn't normally happen to me like this. This is cool.
All needing to work together in creating our universes, games, and experiences. Never has it felt more true that it takes a Blizzard to make a Blizzard game. And in 2020, it became clear that the magic of creating a Blizzard isn't just tied to a physical location. It's tied to the people who work here, and I continue to be so proud of each and every one of them. Thank you, Blizzard. We create these games and pour all of our energy and heart into them, but it is you, the Blizzard community, that brings them to life. And that's why BlizzConline is a celebration of you, the guild leaders, healers, DPS, tanks, Innkeepers, Zerg, Terran, Protoss, Blackwatch, Shimada, the heroes of Sanctuary and of the Storm. These next few days are for you.
Gonna remove the camera for a bit, because it's not like active commentary, we're mostly listening at the moment.
We'll be showing you what's next for both Shadowlands and Classic. I'm sure you're all burning in anticipation for that one. Hearthstone is getting back to its roots in a major way. We can't wait to show you how. We also have news for our Diablo community. Some of you were able to dip your toes into the depths of hell in the Diablo Immortal Technical Alpha. I personally really enjoyed seeing players...
What's the time down under? The time down under is 9:09 AM.
wait for more
Odin,
to get your
Activision
hands
certainly was not good
So,
for Blizzard, my friend.
only
I
the
do
beginning
not.
of the year.
I agree with
Already,
you.
there
I
is
do not
so
think that
much
they
to
killed
look
it,
forward
but
to,
I think that
even
it's
though
not good.
we can't yet be together in person. The Overwatch League will be kicking things off in spring, and we'll be watching.
Hello,
closely to
name,
see
last
if
name.
San Francisco
How are you, my
Shock
friend?
Can continue their championship run. World of Warcraft esports is back with the Arena World Championship and Mythic Dungeon International already in full swing in Shadowlands. StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3 esports are
Alright, now I'm curious, why is that
friends
frame
of the
bloody
ESL
stuck
Pro Tour.
on the screen?
And qualifiers are already underway for the first online stop of the 2021 Hearthstone Masters Tour, with the first event taking place next month. But before we get too far ahead, let's take a look one last time. Twin times were a little simpler. In the early 1990s, the internet was a baby. CD sales had finally eclipsed cassette tapes. Cassette tape is a rectangle piece of plastic, and there's a tape inside, and music would get recorded on, and sometimes you needed a pencil to wind it and make it tight. I know, it sounds crazy. We were all playing video games on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, DOS, or Mac PCs. I personally was a master of configsys and AutoExec-BAT. So many simple things in simple times.
Probably, and I'm about to fix it, to try and fix it, maybe in the not the best way possible, but let me know if this works. Give me 1 second. We go 1, 2, 3 and fix. Let me know if this is better. It should come to you in a second. Freaking lag. Tell me it's better on your end. I'm also gonna maximize the screen right now and see what happens now. Excellent Odin, excellent James, thank you my people. Any interest in these old arcade games? I was born during those times, and I can tell you completely honestly, no interest here. Well, here is a like to you, Meadow's wife. You're my people. Let's just keep it for now like this. We will just keep it for now like this. I know it's probably not the highest quality stream you've ever seen, my friends, but you're being kind to me. I really appreciate it. I do remember that game too,
Blizzard
Odin.
Arcade Collection, featuring the Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, and Blackthorn. These are ports of the game.
Blackthorn, I remember
Just
Blackthorn.
as you remember.
That was cool.
Allowing you to relive the original experience of all 3 titles in 13 different languages, with a couple of quality of life upgrades. As an example,
Double Dragon, was it a Blizzard game? James?
Functionality.
Was Double
Wasn't
Dragon a
available in the
Blizzard
early
game? I didn't think so.
Both saving and loading of games. And for those of you who purchased any Blizzard Digital Anniversary Bundle via Battle.net, you'll automatically receive a Blizzard Arcade Collection on PC today.
No, Jalen Brack. No thanks, my man.
You ready to hear about some other video games?
Yes, mate.
Let's hear what's next for World of Warcraft.
Yes, let's go. World of Warcraft, yes! Let's go, Margrave Craxus. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Alright, who is this
Where
dude?
you are, World of Warcraft unites us all. Whether you're exploring the Shadowlands, Classic Azeroth, or another part of the Blizzard universe,
I agree, Bika.
I'm glad you can make it.
They are painful to look
Because
at.
we've got a lot of good stuff to show you. But first, let's start with some Covenant Pride. Kyrian, take flight.
Really, mate? Kyrian, take flight?
Let the hunt begin.
Autobots roll out?
Necrolords to war.
Mate.
Let's party.
world is
Okay, I guess I like it. I like the Venthia. I like the Venthia thing.
And the thing that's really kept everyone going on the WoW team has been connecting with all of you. The bonds we forge with our guilds and family and friends in WoW are...
Is the background noise of the dude talking, is it loud enough for you guys, or do you want it a bit louder? I don't want to be shouting over it for you, but I can turn it up if you want.
We're so grateful to have the most dedicated and friendly communities in gaming. Let's recap the events in Azeroth. In WoW Classic, we fought an endless battle for South Shore and Tauren Mill.
Done this for many years, not interested.
And joining forces to take down Kel'Thuzad in his floating citadel of Naxxramas. In Shadowlands, we helped our company recover from the anima drought brought on by Sire Denathrius, master of the Venthyr and traitor to the Pantheon of Death. We survived the halls of Torghast and crafted legendary gear in our efforts to expel Denathrius from his castle lair. But innocent souls
You reckon he's a paladin?
They face an eternity of torment, and heroes like Anduin remain chained in its depths. The jailer continues to grow in power. He's preparing to break free from the Maw and complete his plan to unmake the entire Warcraft universe. And Sylvanas.
Sylvanas? Where is Sylvanas?
Today, we're excited to unveil our first major content update for Shadowlands, Chains of Domination.
Yep. That's the leak on MMO Champion. Let's watch this.
Look around you! What makes you believe you're not just a weapon to achieve his ends?
Enough! Join our cause, or be made to serve.
Right now, you hold all the power. Make your choice.
She made her choice long ago. Oh my god. Is this a redemption story? I can't handle another redemption story. Garrosh Hellscream, let's freaking repeat this. Oh no, no.
Continues to grow. What if Denathrius' treachery is irreparable? The Primus is lost, and Bastion cannot save the Shadowlands alone.
None of this should have happened.
Perhaps the Winter Queen could.
My Archon, a living soul, seeks an audience.
A mortal.
A king.
Okay.
By all our measures, one who has spent his life striving for justice. One who would give anything to serve his people. One whose heart is true.
Very well. He may approach.
Oh, very well. You may approach the throne.
Step forward. My ascendant has spoken of you.
Yeah.
The king, held captive in the Maw.
That prison could not hold me forever.
I will come to Bastion.
You have a key that I need.
Okay.
You will release this soul from your grasp.
No. He is bound to me. Just as you will sought to bind your own brother.
That's cool. That's alright. That's cool. Like it. Like it. Trojan horse. Have you heard of Trojan horses? That's a Trojan horse. That's what it looks like. Wow. Oh my god. That is good. That is good. That is good stuff. Oh my god, that is good stuff. Anduin the Lich King? Explain to me, someone. Explain to me, I'm catching up to this. Anduin mind possession Lich King business? What's up? Oh my god! Oh my god!
They will see. Death was never meant
Awesome! That's called a twist. Awesome! That's called a twist! Great! The Maw awaits. Okay, they'll be expanding into the Maw. How cool is that prediction? That is so insightful of me. Oh yes, that's intense, mate.
I have a lot of questions about what you just saw.
Yes, I have questions.
The next stage of your Shadowlands journey.
You know what? We're gonna keep streaming into the deep dive. Gonna keep streaming into the deep dive. Meadow's wife, it's not bedtime yet.
Please check out the World of Warcraft channel to find out more.
Oh yeah, we will, dude.
Next, I'm excited to share our upcoming World of Warcraft charity pet program. We've heard a lot
Okay.
from our community about how much they love these pets and the opportunity to give to a good cause.
Charity pets are a noble cause. I'm not gonna make sarcastic fun of it. I think it is great.
You'll be able to donate.
I reckon, Bika City, I reckon you're right. And I reckon, so this, I'm gonna use this segment to just rant and to talk to you about it, because surely they will flick back to Diablo, and I'm very, very interested to Diablo. That's what I am sticking around for. I have no interest in the cartoony Overwatch. I have no interest, I have limited interest in Hearthstone, limited interest. But main thing I've just seen, the fact that Anduin is now possessed and stuff is freaking amazing. It's freaking amazing, is what I think. Okay, I'm not interested in this monkey, whatever. I like to, you know, I understand the donations and all this kind of stuff, but I'm not a big fan of these type of things. Sloth is not bad though. Sloth is good, like the sloth.
Will go to support the medical humanitarian organization Doctors Without Borders.
Very nice, very nice, very good of Blizzard. If I was to buy one, I'd buy a sloth.
Or MSF. They're an amazing group doing important work around the world. We're grateful to have.
Yeah, I want to see Diablo. I want to see a Diablo, and I want to jump into the deep dive of World of Warcraft. I want to hear exactly what they have there. So the plot thickens, as they say. So I'm a fan of the fact that there is a bit of a twist. They use the Anduin as a puppet and all that kind of stuff. It's fantastic. I think it's a great twist. But what will they do with the systems? What will they do with the loot? What will they do with Torghast? What will they do with all that kind of stuff? I'm just genuinely curious. And like I said, the classic Burning Crusade was always coming. We knew that it was coming. So I'm very happy for those who do play.
Hi everybody.
Hello, who are you?
First, I'd like to thank all of you who have ever been
Holly
part of the WoW
Longdale.
community over the years.
Okay,
You
it's
know,
good to see new
online
faces.
worlds like WoW have been a huge part of our lives for decades now. As a dedicated MMO fan and a developer myself, I remember hearing that Blizzard was going to be making their own MMO. And I thought, well, I guess I'll check out that beta.
You know what my question is here, and it's a question to everyone, it's a question to chat. So they are releasing now classic Burning Crusade. That's cool. I know a lot of people wanted it. I know a lot of people will probably have a lot of fun in it, yeah? But at the same time, I'm just curious, what will they do then after? So, meaning, Classic was supposed to be a frozen in time slice of time in World of Warcraft history. But what are they gonna do now? Classic Wrath of the Lich King, Classic Cataclysm, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna do? To me, this makes no sense. To me, that is basically, you're just restarting the journey back to where we are. You're kind of just catching up. You're like a train that comes afterwards. To me, that doesn't make super duper much fun. People wanted Burning Crusade, but hey, it means that you are not really in Classic anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you're not in Kansas anymore, as they say. So I don't know if it makes any sense whatsoever. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
And then saw the Fell Reaver, biggest roamer I had ever seen, and I was very.
Yes, lady. I wish, quite honestly, with all due respect, I wish I could fast forward you. Don't you wish we could fast forward her right now?
Experiences we all share keep us coming back time after time.
Yeah, I know, it will be a new version, Vika, like they will... But it's kind of like, they will basically, it looks like, so Blizzard likes money. Everyone likes money, Blizzard likes money, okay? So they will be creating these slices. My bet is that they'll continue creating these slices of time, right? Slices of this content, which basically will be Burning Crusade, classic Lich King, classic whatever, like, you know, fan service. It's a fan service.
Enter my realm.
Yeah. Illidan, my man. Good old times. I'm trying to remember if I had hair back then when Burning Crusade was in play. Yes, Fell River, everyone remembers Fell Rivers. That was good times. Exactly, mate. If people pay, they will build it. And, you know, and people will pay. And it is included in general subscription. If nothing else, it's a fairly generous offering. It's a fairly generous offering if you are into this kind of stuff. For me, this is past. I don't want to relive the past. I want to have fun now. I want to have fun in the current content. I've done this.
Blood and choke on it.
Death to the outsider.
Precisely, Odin. More people, more money, mate.
Turn your world upside down.
And it's a business, you know, like I have nothing against it. I'm not just trying to be here like some sort of a weird, oh, you know, like they should do it all for free and just do, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I just don't think it's for everyone. Yes, I remember the lag when it came out, but am I here to talk about lag to you, my friends, with all these early hiccups with the stream? I'll just not say anything about lag today, just not to jinx it.
The Draenei in Exodar, the Blood Elves in Silvermoon.
The best thing that Burning Crusade has ever done for me personally is introduction of Draenei. Draenei still remain my favorite race. Still remain after all these years. I'm quite impartial to Mechanomes. I quite love Mechanomes. Mechanomes are cool. Mechanomes are awesome. And yeah, I was holding off leveling more alts right now from 50 to 60 in Threads of Fate up until BlizzCon. Like, I wanted to actually see what they say to us today, just to see, are there any leveling improvements coming up? Like, does it make sense holding off on my Mechanomes, holding off on my other stuff before I keep pushing, you know what I mean? That is a very good art. Don't you think that that is one of the best Illidan arts that we've seen? It's freaking amazing.
Or when you were digging through piles of Fellhound poop. Of course, we can't get this right without you, our incredible community.
Our incredible community,
Soon
yes.
You'll be able to revisit Outland yourself when beta starts and tell us what you think. Later, all WoW Classic players are going to be presented with a meaningful choice for each one of your beloved characters. Do you want to move on into Burning Crusade Classic? Or do you want to stay in the original Classic era forever? Whatever you decide, you can do it all with your one WoW subscription. Now,
and that is a smart move. Keeping it on one WoW subscription is exactly what's gonna make them more millions.
So stick with us. We'll make sure
Smart.
you are prepared. And now,
Didn't need that joke, fell flat. Didn't need that. I have some moderate interest in Hearthstone. I'm not huge on it. But let's give it a listen. Why not?
But first, let's take a quick look back at the year of the Phoenix. We added our first new class, the Demon Hunter, and ventured into the ruthless Outlands. Then we went to Skullman's Academy and got to explore dual class.
Never particularly involved myself in this at all. Didn't grasp me at all, this content.
Expansion of the year, we brought you Hearthstone's biggest update ever, alongside the menacing old gods in Madness at the Dark Moon Fair.
Yeah.
We launched a brand new game mode, Duels, that saw more than 10 million matches on its first day. We also introduced our long-awaited achievement system and made a significant overhaul to the rewards and progression within the game. Now, it's time to say farewell to the Year of the Phoenix.
Thank God. Give us something new. Come on.
This year. Welcome to the Year of the Griffin.
Alright.
Over the last couple of years, we've made big changes to Hearthstone. Throughout the Year of the Griffin, we want to keep delivering fun, new experiences and make sure that the tens of millions of you playing Hearthstone are always excited to log in. First up, we'll be giving the standard format its biggest shake-up ever.
Okay.
With the launch of the Core Set later this year. The Core Set replaces the old Basic and Classic sets with a collection of 235 cards made up of some of the best from throughout the years, as well as 29 awesome brand new cards. And the best thing about the Core Set is that it's entirely free. So
that is smart. That is smart. They already have millions of people playing, but people are complaining in Hearthstone about the fact that it's relatively expensive. And my son, for example, he's into Magic the Gathering, into physical cards, you know that game? And talk about expensive. Like, that is freaking expensive, okay? But Hearthstone, apparently, to play competitively is also fairly expensive. I never have played competitively, don't have any interest to play competitively. It's kind of just fun to open a few free decks that you get here and there if you haven't played for a while. And, you know, bling, and this thing comes out, and, you know, so that part is exciting. That's why once in a while, like, and by once in a while I mean once every 3 months, I pop in and I take a look at it. But other than that, yeah, no particular mega interest in Hearthstone. Here is my guess, my friends, and in case you're wondering what are you hanging in here for and why am I still here, they saved the best for last. They saved the best for last, and the best and the biggest thing that's gonna be the update is gonna be either, and place your bets right now in the chat, whatever, the best is gonna be Diablo, either Diablo or something new. Or something new. Why? Heaps of people were talking about on podcasts, on World of Warcraft, other in the community things. People were talking about Corey Stockton. Corey Stockton, if you know Corey Stockton, he was a game director a while ago. Then he disappeared kind of from face of Warcraft for quite some time. And he was working on one of those unannounced projects, right? And very recently, apparently, I didn't notice it, I was just trusting people who were talking about it on the podcasts, 2 or 3 different ones. They said that very recently he updated his description, his bio on Twitter as a game director again. I agree, Meadow's wife, probably D4, or, bear with me, D4, and possibly that's something new that Corey was working on. It's possibly mobile, but we'll see. That's what I'm holding off for.
And honor. This is who we are.
Okay. Ah, okay. Barons, alright. Excuse me.
That's right. We're heading to one of Warcraft's most iconic locales, the Barrens. And we come face to face with the heroes that inhabit it.
That could be fun.
Starting with one of the Horde's most iconic and well-known characters. A fierce loyalist, one-time war chief that embodies the honor, loyalty, and spirituality of the Horde. Shadowhunter Vol'jin.
Vol'jin, finally.
Shadowhunter Vol'jin is a neutral legendary that allows you to either bolster your own board or weaken that of your opponents. And to celebrate the announcement of Forged in the Barrens, this card is available for free for everyone later today.
Yeah, I know, Bigger City. Barons chat is exactly what brings us back there. Because let's be honest. Whenever somebody says Barons, what's the second word that comes up in your mind? But that is a very cool back of the card, actually. Don't you think that that's a pretty cool back of the card? I actually quite like this. That's cool.
First appearance in Hearthstone. The legendary Blade Master Samuro.
Samuro, was he in Barons?
Keyword Frenzy. Frenzy activates the first time a minion takes damage and survives. In Samuro's case, this can be used to clear your opponent's board.
Okay, that's not
Heroes of
bad.
the Horde, like Samuro, are famous for their combat prowess. But others, like Thrall, are known for their powerful elemental magic. Take a look at this new shaman spell, Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning
Nah, not exciting.
a new cycle of cards that rank up and become more powerful when you have 5 and 10 mana, ensuring that they're always useful at every stage.
I agree, the art is amazing.
You'll also know
Like, the art is... they nailed that style, and they stick to that style, and I love that they do. I love that they don't try to evolve it. It's cartoony, but it's really Warcrafty. It's very fierce. It has character.
Don't worry. Members of the Alliance will be featuring some of your most beloved heroes and locales later this year.
Okay, dude.
But what I love most about the Warcraft universe is its amazing characters. And our final announcement is our most ambitious addition to Hearthstone yet. It introduces a brand new way to play
Here we go.
your favorite heroes. Hearthstone Mercenaries.
What does that mean?
Mercenaries features strategic RPG gameplay.
What?
Where you build teams consisting of some of the most iconic heroes and villains from the Warcraft universe, including timeless characters like the infamous Sylvanas Windrunner, and Ragnaros, the elemental lord of fire. You can also expect to see some of Hearthstone's fan favorites, like the unstoppable Devil Sword, King Crush.
Okay, where is this going? I'm not sure. I don't understand. How is it different to just having a bunch of cards?
Battle through highly replayable roguelike missions.
Oh?
The map is randomly generated every time you play.
Okay.
Each node represents a unique challenge for your team to take on. Your heroes gain levels, new abilities, equipment, and can even evolve into more powerful versions of themselves. We're thrilled to finally
But it's still normal Hearthstone gameplay, I understand, yeah? It's not like auto chess. It's not like the battlegrounds, yeah?
Everything you've seen today is just a taste of what's coming in the year of the Griffin.
Okay.
So don't forget to tune in to our deep dive panel.
Look, if the goal of this dude was to get my attention and make sure that I pop in and check actually what's up, then I think he achieved it. I think I will. I think I'll do it.
As well as our upcoming single player content. I want to thank the team for their amazing.
Thank you very much too, dude. See you later. You're not Ben Broad.
We want to thank the many millions of you who play our game. Your dedication and support is what drives us to make awesome updates and pursue ambitious and fun ideas.
Wonderful,
We can't
wonderful.
wait to kick off the year of the Griffin with all of you, and we hope to see you in the game soon. Next up, you'll get an update on all things Diablo.
Yes! Diablo, yes! Bring it, bring it, bring it! Come on!
Hey everyone, thank you very much for joining us.
Hey dude, who are you?
I'm so excited to kick off the Diablo segment of our show, and I am honored to be here on behalf of all of our Diablo teams to share the news and updates we have in store for you today.
Come on, come on!
We've got a lot of Diablo to cover, and I hope you'll agree with
Bring
me
it.
that it's a great time to be a member of this community. Alright, let's kick
Bigger
this off
city,
with
if you
Diablo.
could pass me a whiskey, mate, I'd take it.
First, share our game with
Even though it's 9 o'clock in Australia. Straya, mate!
We've been truly humbled by your response.
Straya!
We've kept in touch through quarterly updates and sincerely appreciate the thoughts and valuable feedback you've provided as we unveil more and more of the game and share in its development. After all, Diablo belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. Most recently, we teased an update to our campfire screen. And savvy fans, of course,
Campfire screen update.
that we meant more than just
Huh?
character lighting and
Who cares?
visual effects. That's right. Today, we're happy to announce a brave new soul joining the barbarian, the sorcerer, and the druid on this dangerous journey back to Sanctuary. A class is one of the most exciting things.
Here's a bet, it's a druid.
in the Diablo game. This one is especially exciting to me, as it's a re-envisioning of one of the first classes
Come on.
to ever appear in the series. Let's have a look.
have to be patient. Now, pray with me. May Akarat guide and protect me.
May Akarat guide and protect me.
May he shepherd my soul.
May he shepherd my soul.
And grant it mercy.
And granted mercy.
What are you doing here? This is not the time.
But this is confession. And I have sinned. I was a thief who stole from those more fortunate. I strayed from your light and found my trade in the shadows. They call it murder. I say, job well done.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
I am a thief, a heretic, a murderer, father. Will Akarat save me?
You mock our light. But those monsters were a scourge upon my flock. And you were the answer to their prayers.
Then we are settled, and you owe me.
The name you seek is. Thank the heavens for you.
Heavens, I assure you, Father, the heavens didn't send me.
Okay, not a druid, my friends, not a druid, but graphics, look at the graphics, okay? Look at the graphics. The only issue, you know what the issue is? The issue is that my 9-year-old son is gonna be at uni by the time this launches. That's the issue. Nice, nice. Oh, that's one creepy priest dude thing. Okay.
Just the sound of that ear getting pierced by the hook is so brutal. I feel like it's gonna haunt me for a long time. I've been a huge fan of the Rogue ever since the original Diablo. Even seeing them come back as NPCs and mercenaries in Diablo 2's Rogue Encampment served as a great bridge between the games. With the setting of Diablo 4 being a larger world than
that got Dark Knight.
4, we're excited to show you not just what the successors to the original rogues in the series have been up to since the fall of their order, but also what some of the other rogues in the world of Sanctuary might look like. The mantra for Diablo 4 has been customization first, and the Rogue takes us to a whole new level. From the beginning, the Rogue has been an incredibly flexible class, able to adapt to any situation. Our goal is to let you create the kind of Rogue that you want to play. Whether it's an unrivaled archer, modeled after the original Sisterhood, or a cloak and dagger rogue from the darkest alleys of Chaldea. In Diablo 4, you will have the freedom to create the rogue that you imagine by customizing the looks, the background, and the playstyle of your character. please stick around for our segment later today, where I'll be joined by other members of the Diablo 4 team to share a closer look at the Rogue class.
I would definitely like to see that, probably not on stream, but I'll definitely report separately in a video on this, my thoughts on this.
But Diablo 4 is
Alright, what's up with the Immortal? I know it's not a very popular topic, but let's see what happens there.
Authentic Diablo experience on mobile, we've got you covered. Diablo Immortal has everything you'd expect from a AAA action RPG. From the visceral combat and epic loot to an all-new story, bridging the gap between the events of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Later today, you can join the Immortal team, where they'll talk about some of the things they've learned from their recent alpha test and what's
Do you see how even while talking about Immortal, they didn't say the word mobile on this stage?
Very exciting Diablo news to cover. When you hear us talk about the classes, the items, or the stories of the early Diablo games, you may have picked up on the absolute reverent tone we reserve for that golden era of Diablo. Maybe you share that love of the classics, and just hearing us talk about them makes you want to take on Mephisto or Baal one more time. Or maybe even for the first
Diablo 2 Reforged.
After all, some of our favorite moments happened a long time ago, and not just in Sanctuary years.
Let's see what they've done there. I hope it's better than Warcraft 3.
Special surprise for you today. Let's check it out.
It's not a surprise anymore, mate. Freaking 20 years ago, my friends. If you played the game 20 years ago like I did, makes you feel old. I remember that. Okay, yeah, it's cleaned up. Cleaned up, alright. I just don't see much of a difference between this and Diablo 3. Tell me what I'm missing. More the missions and locations, I guess? But if you want that gameplay, why just not do Diablo 3 right now? Yep. Look, more from the nostalgic perspective, that is cool.
More than 20 years, the Dark Wanderer has returned. And once again, he travels east. Always east.
As much as I want to give J. Allen Brack probably the respect he deserves, all the other kind of shortfalls, tone-deaf communication to the community over the months and years now, probably already, I just can't warm up to the guy. I just can't warm up to him.
It takes the 2D sprite-based classic that we love.
He tries to be like, ah, this is my house now and I'm like, you know, such a friend type of stuff, but then the actions behind the scenes, if you follow the news, etc. I just... Basically, he's just not my president. You know how they say it? Not my president, this guy is not my president.
Explicit intention of preserving both the look and the pacing of the original movies. Blizzard has a long history of games that we're proud of. And when we think about Diablo 2, we think about it as a definitive pillar.
He's trying very hard, Meadow's wife. He's trying very hard. But maybe a bit too hard for me. He doesn't kind of organically belong, if it makes any sense. Like, I mean, I understand it's very subjective, but to me, he's just trying, but in fact, he's like this antisocial geek inside, and I can see straight through it.
Or experience the game for the very first time on their platform of choice.
And so we're excited to bring Diablo 2 Resurrected to PC.
Not yet, Charlie. They didn't say anything about Overwatch 2, and that might be the big thing. That, you know, they're gonna wrap up with. Who knows? Nothing was said, and they have to. Overwatch 2 was coming, right? Like, they can't just ignore it, can they?
Exactly as you remember, and enjoy the game in its original 2D form, much like we did with StarCraft Remastered. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. Later today, Diablo speedrunner Mr. Llama will host a roundtable with members of the development team on the dedicated Diablo channel.
Not interested in Diablo 2, I can tell you honestly. He just confirmed that it's a 2D. It's just a remastered, cleaned up pictures, but it's 2D.
From Diablo 2 Resurrected, to Burning Crusade Classic, to the Blizzard Arcade Collection. It's a whole lot of looking back. And while we have teams dedicated to bringing these timeless experiences...
Alright, if they are wrapping up, my friends, all I can tell you is that if you're not too sleepy wherever you are, get yourself another round of coffee. I reckon we are going to switch to the Warcraft channel, and we're going to continue with the Warcraft What's Next. What's Next on a deep dive? But the main thing that we're here for, I'd say. I'm going to just keep rolling, because looks like the lag is fixed, more or less. So I would like to keep chatting to you. I know it's maybe not the most actively engaged type of stream, but again, let's not forget, especially if you just joined, it's the very first stream I'm doing here. I apologize for the quality, whatever. But it is fun. It is fun for me. I don't normally have 15, 16, 20 people, as tiny as the stream is compared to some of them out there. For me, this is important, and you know, this is cool for me. This is interesting for me to hang out with you here and just chat to you like that. No, Daniel, he's not selling freaking anything to me, man. Meadow's wife, I thought of doing the Twitch again, but at the same time, it's very hard to time these things. So I'm a working man, I'm a family man, and I love this. This is a hobby for me, but it's much easier for me to, for example, just jump on this, on the camera and on the mic and record something for you from Torghast or something like that, right? But for streaming, you have to be consistent, you have to set up like schedules and stuff like this. Otherwise, you will just never get much kick out of it. There is a kick out of it for me right now, but it's an exciting day. It's BlizzConline, right? And like, so that's kind of my take on the streaming type of stuff. Not a streamer. Not a streamer.
We are not only iterating on the experiences that you've come to expect from us.
Exactly, because it's like sitting here watching it with my friends. Whether there are 15 people or 20 people, I don't normally have 15 people in my room here watching stuff with me. For me, this is plenty, right? And it's cool, and some people who have never spoken in the comments like pop out and talk, you know, and stuff like that. That is what I'm here for.
Positive impact on the real world. We want to continue to bring those same feelings of joy and achievement that we all felt when we first defeated the Lich King. Be Diablo on hardcore mode. Because
I wonder if Mr. Ian Hazekostas, my old friend, is going to show up. Did you see my photo with Ian? Did I show it to you in any of my videos before? I don't know if I can quickly throw it on stream right now, but yeah, there was a time when he was visiting Sydney. It was for the launch of Warlords of Draenor, believe it or not. Warlords of Draenor expansion, they had a special launch here in Sydney. And I was back then like a tiny community on like Twitter type of stuff. But somehow I got sort of into the local ANZ, Australian New Zealand press. And I was invited into the thing, and it was actually quite cool. It was like very interesting to be on the inside for once, because normally all the cool stuff is happening in America, mate. Okay, that's like an Australian talking about America, yeah. But yeah, I have a photo with Ian, which I just kept for posterity. Thanks, Jalen Brack. Bye, mate.
for me personally, it is the honor of my professional life to serve.
So nothing about Overwatch.
Honor of all of us.
Nothing about Overwatch, or is it gonna be after this lengthy, unnecessary thing?
We are so excited for what's to come this year, next year, and the next 30 years. Now, what's coming next for the show? Well, it depends on where you watch.
Okay, he's redirecting us to channels, people.
An update on Overwatch. Check out the behind-the-scenes look into the development of Overwatch 2 over on their dedicated channel.
So Charlie, I'm not jumping onto Overwatch. No, it's today. But if you wanted to jump onto the channel for Overwatch, you'll be able to watch it right now. But we will probably follow the trail onto the World of Warcraft right now. We will jump off onto the channel of World of Warcraft. This is Blizzard channel, but we will jump onto the World of Warcraft channel and just see how much we get out of that.
You'll get a closer look on their respective channels. And on the dedicated strategy.
But I still can't believe that he's not gonna say a word. Surely he'll say something right now about Overwatch, I mean.
Once again, welcome to BlizzConline.
Okay.
Be good to one another. Welcome home.
We are good to one another.
Before we kick things off, here's a little something from a previous BlizzCon headliner.
Why?
Hey, thanks for having us. We're Metallica. Thanks for having us at BlizzCon 2014.
That's awesome.
We would love to be there this year, but obviously can't be.
Hello, ESE. Thank you very much for popping in, my friend.
And this is for you.
Look at Metallica, my people. Oh my god, good times. If it's too loud, just turn it down, my people. I have to get through this. I have to go through this. It's Metallica! I was at freaking uni! Oh, yeah! I have to say, for a BlizzConline, this is a nice touch. This is a nice touch that they did a segment that you normally expect only on the live stages and stuff like this. This is a nice touch. Oh, yeah! Oh, bring it! Oh man, I never had hair as long as that, but I had hair at one point in my life. I know that on stream right now it probably looks horrible. It's like seeing your dad dance. Like, I apologize for any inconvenience caused. Ooh, there's a song! Yes, J-Fish, boomers, my man or my lady, we go. I need to use this music running Torghast. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Missing out on so much, man. Oh, Metallica. Oh. Oh yeah, kick the chair! Kick the chair! Who needs chairs? Oh. Doomkopf, I don't know if I'm allowed to stream music. I apologize to everyone for the inconvenience caused if I do. That's a great question, mate. I don't know. This is just a thing. Surely the live reactions over it, and this is a live reactions video rather than me just restreaming with no added value. You know what I'm saying? Ah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you everyone who survived my little reactions here. This was so good, so energizing, very nice, very nice. I can even forgive Jalen Brack for appearing on my screen just in favor of this. Yes! Yes, thank you Metallica, thank you everyone. Okay, let's see if now is the time to switch. Cardboard animations, no, not interested. So we are going to switch right now to a different channel. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch to... Oh, we are on World of Warcraft channel. Like, what's up? Cardboard live. 10 to 10:05. Okay, it's just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes and then it keeps going. I love Cardboard. Cardboard really made a name. I think they started... Cardboard, they started on Heroes of the Storm, didn't they? That's where they made the name.
Your death will...
Alright, World of Warcraft What's Next is next. I personally can't wait. Let's see what they did to our dude Anduin. Dude Anduin! Yeah, it's cute.
Your time has come.
Kerrigan. Alright, we are here in Straya. We are at 10:04. So, World of Warcraft What's Next is next. And we're gonna continue chatting like this. You know what I enjoyed this morning? We have a tiny little stream of friends. This is awesome. This is awesome. Really appreciate you hanging out with me.
Seems you're ready for the real thing.
Favorite class, favorite class. Everyone is welcome to chip in with their favorite classes. I am, as you know, you've been following me long enough, Miro's wife, you know that I'm just drifting between classes. I just do what's fun. I have like, I tried to explain it earlier, like in some ancient video. I kind of look at it almost as seasons for myself, like I have seasonal favorites kind of stuff, and it depends. Sometimes class lasts me a couple of months, sometimes it lasts me a lot longer. Demon Hunter is very, very high up there, kind of all round, I have to say, even though right now I'm more interested in some others. Like next video, spoiler alert, in 2 days, there is a schedule after this stream, there is already a scheduled video about Windwalkers. And Windwalkers are... I found that Windwalker is probably the easiest one for me to do a metric ton of DPS with. Just at my like very casual, very much like blah 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 level, right? So I enjoy a lot of classes. Like one thing that I love about World of Warcraft is the fact that pretty much any class, look at any class, almost any class other than maybe priests, I'm sorry. I have a couple of other things to say, but I'm not going to say them. Other than that, every class has something really exciting and worth it about it. It's not now, is it? This. What is this? It's a World of Warcraft What's Next. Oh, I guess that's Classic as well.
Panel for WoW Classic. I'd like to start with some introductions with these fine gentlemen with me and myself. I'm Holly Longdale.
Hello, Holly, but like why? Aren't we doing the What's Next right now for Shadowlands? Like what's up?
I spent 13 years working on EverQuest. I started as a game designer and eventually became the head of the studio for the EverQuest.
Thank you, Zoid. Thank you, Zoid. Very, very nice to hear from you. You should speak up in the comments more. I always reply to my people. Thank you very much. Words of support mean a lot.
I'm thrilled to be here with you.
I'm Patrick Dawson. I'm the production
Hi, Patrick.
of World of Warcraft. I've been at Blizzard for 15 years now, and have been on WoW for most of that time. Avid WoW player myself, and really excited to open up that dark portal again as we all step through it.
And my name's Brian Birmingham, and I'm the
Hi, Brian. What's up, mate?
I've also been at Blizzard for 15 years. I started on
15 years, like these people, imagine that, right? Like I know, like I work with people who have been in places for 5 years, 8 years, whatever. But in my industry and what I do, people tend to move a lot more often. People tend to move, you know, a lot more often. I'm saying, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, and they move. So when I hear about people spending 15 years, I mean, it's a fun freaking job. Like, it's a fun job. Like, I probably would work for Blizzard if they remunerated me properly and, like, you know, and if there was application to what I do, right? But it is... It's just crazy when you hear someone being at a company for 15 years. Respect. What can I say? Respect.
Just the whole notion of having items with sockets and just exploring that whole system. I'm also a bit of a systems nerd. So
I feel, personally, I feel misled. Okay? I feel misled. See the screen behind me right now projected? So at the top, live right now, right? It says World of Warcraft What's Next. I know that Classic is World of Warcraft. I know. But Classic is an ecosystem of its own right now. A lot of us are here for Shadowlands. A lot of us have no interest in Classic whatsoever. Be clear, label clearly that you're gonna be talking, I don't know, speculatively for the next half an hour about freaking What's Next, Classic. And I would know, okay, instead of that, I'm just gonna go make myself another coffee, I'm gonna reconvene with you all later. Because this is not really my jam. It's not really my jam.
No, you said they're cheating.
I understand druids, but shaman, why? Like now I started to understand shaman a little bit better. We got some of their benefits. You know, I actually like got to see totems being placed out on my side for once, and got to see the frustration of dealing with Bubble Hearth on the other.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing raids, we were always jealous of the alliance having paladins for Blessing of Salvation. Like,
not interested in this. 10:35. 10:35 is the World of Warcraft deep dive. This is a What's Next. Okay, let's have the vote of confidence in the chat. Vote of confidence from my people who stuck, my 20, Gyros 20, who stuck with me through this thing. What's the vote of confidence between everyone on that they are going to talk about anything meaningful Shadowlandsy in this next segment for half an hour or not? Because if you reckon that they're gonna just carry on like this with the classic stuff, I would much rather take a break, let you to have a break, some of you need to go to bed and other kind of stuff, and then we're just going to reconvene later for the deep dive, either like this in the stream if you want me to, or video later, whatever you prefer. Let me know.
It's a well thought out forum most.
They have a lot of fun. I can't deny them that, Zoid. That's all cool. They can have fun, but it's kind of like people have fun right now in Classic. Everybody can have that. It's just not my jam. Unlikely by my estimation too, Daniel.
On the other side of that, I was really excited about Spell Reflect because I was really frustrated.
Freaking Spell Reflect. What, are we gonna sit here for half an hour listening about Spell Reflect? Like, I don't know. You know what we're gonna do?
There were even some PvE encounters that had abilities that you could reflect back. So I remember that was really fun to kind of find ways to time that and use it.
I agree, because City, they will not do anything meaningful within the next whatever is left of it, 20 minutes, right? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna thank you here. I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a few minutes, and I'm going to go take a break, have a breather, go to the toilet. You do the same. If you want to pop back in, and we're just gonna continue streaming because who cares, and because it's fun for me, hopefully it's fun for you. See this thing, see this segment here, 10:35. I know it's 10:35, it's something else in your zone. If you're still okay to pop in and just continue chatting like this casually and listening to stuff in the World of Warcraft deep dive, and it's gonna be only 25 minutes, like what the hell? Only 25 minutes, but let's do that. Let's jump back on and have a conversation. But for now, I'm just gonna wrap up this particular stream, regroup a little bit, give us all a little bit of a break. If you're going to bed, good night to you. Thank you very much for joining in today. Very first, very crude, very bleh stream. I enjoyed it. I hope there was some entertainment for you as well here. Cheers, Meadow's wife. Good night to you.
I think one of my favorite things to recollect was the...
Yeah, mate. Yes. Alright, Big City, maybe you'll pop in, or somebody else will pop in. Let's just see how we go in at 10:35, and then we will see if we want to hang around for later for World of Warcraft making off, or if we'll switch to Diablo stream and take a look at what's happening there. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much for joining today. If you're not popping back in, I'll see you in one of the further videos. Thanks a lot.